Okay, let's get started. So, till now, what we have done, see, till now, if you want, if we have a task which is very simple in nature, right? We have a task which is very simple in nature, then we started using something called as ad hoc commands, correct? So, now if you have a task which is simple, which is non-repetitive, and which is easy to perform, which is you are going to perform only one time activity, right? For all these kind of things, we started using ad hoc commands. But now, what if I want to perform multiple tasks at a time or multiple operations? What if I wanted to perform multiple operations? Is it possible to perform using ad hoc commands? It is not possible. Okay. So when to use ad hoc commands, you already know. When it is simple, single, and which is not repetitive, at that time you are going to use ad hoc commands. If there are multiple operations you wanted to perform, then using Ansible, then it is not possible using ad hoc commands. That is where your playbook way of playbook playbook way of executing the task or performing the task comes into picture. Okay, so what is playbook? It is used to execute multiple tasks. Okay, so that is the first thing. Why we need a playbook? What is the playbook? We'll come to that. Why we need a playbook? Whenever you wanted to execute multiple tasks or multiple operations you wanted to perform on the slave machine, then you are going to use this playbook. Okay, so now what is this playbook? Correct. So what is this playbook? See, playbook is nothing but a YAML file. What is this YAML? YAML stands for yet another markup language. YAML or YML. Yet YET. Yet another markup language. Okay. This playbook is nothing but a YAML file. This file will have all the details about what is the machine or group of machines you wanted to connect. And once you connected to those machines or to group of those machines, what are the tasks or list of tasks you wanted to perform, and wherein it is not a single task to perform. You're going to perform multiple tasks onto those machines. Okay, so what is, let me remove this. So what is a playbook? Playbook is nothing but a YAML file, one file. What does this file contains? This file will have all the details about what is the machine or what are the group of machines you wanted to connect. Once you connected to those machines, what are the tasks or group of tasks that you wanted to perform, wherein it is not a single task, it is going to be a multiple tasks. Okay, so all those details that we are going to put under this file known as YAML file. Clear? What does a playbook contains? It contains what are the details of the machines it has to connect and what is the tasks or group of tasks it wanted to perform. All these things will put together under a file instead of writing an ad hoc command. Okay, clear, sir? Any doubt here? What is a playbook? Anyone? Okay, I hope no doubts. Now, if you consider this is my playbook. Now, you know what does a playbook, what is the use of playbook? If you wanted to perform multiple operations, multiple tasks at a time, then you are going to write something called as playbook way of writing a execution or playbook way. Correct? And what does this playbook contains? Playbook again contains the details or group of machines you wanted to connect. After connecting to that group, what are the tasks that you wanted to perform? Or list of tasks that you wanted to perform onto those slave machines. All those details will define under this playbook. Okay, so that is what the playbook contains. Now, see, in actually this, okay, actually this playbook is divided into multiple sections. We actually divide these playbooks into multiple sections. That is the first point. Okay. Now, the first section is nothing but target section. Okay. The playbook is divided into multiple sections. The first section, see, just like your Terraform. If this is your Terraform file, then what is Terraform file consists? Terraform file consists of different blocks. If you remember, this is my provider block, resource block, variable block, data source block, all these blocks, correct? So now, just like same thing, here is where you are writing a playbook. Here it is a collection of sections. What is the first section? First section is nothing but a target section here, right? See, here target section and here provider section, both are equal. That is, in provider block, what you used to provide, what is the cloud provider you wanted to connect? Once connected to that cloud provider, what is the region you wanted to create this infrastructure? And while connecting, what is the access key and secret key you need to use? Those details, correct? Here target section, same thing. What do you need to provide? You just need to provide what is the machines you wanted to connect, what are the slave machines details you wanted to connect. Now I wanted to connect 100 slave machines. I am grouping them in under a group known as test group. I'll just pass this group, right? See, now under target section, you are going to provide what are the machines that you wanted to connect and how you wanted to connect. And let me repeat, under target section, it has the details about which are the machines you wanted to connect and how to connect. Those details are defined under your target section. See, which is exactly now, before I move to what is the sections and all, if you exactly know what are ad hoc commands, right? We'll just keep all these things, whatever we wrote, right? Whatever the command we written using ad hoc commands, we'll just keep everything into a file. That's it, sir. Nothing. Okay, so just copy paste the same thing and you're going to write this here. And just to recall, just if this is my Ansible ODAC command, Ansible, what is the next one? What is the group or a machine you wanted to connect? I wanted to connect to the dev group. Once after connected to machine, -b, become a sudo user, uh, dev-b. Then what is the module I wanted to use? I wanted to use apt module. And uh, let me type this. I wanted this for the next time. Where is this? Okay. See, now Ansible dev, this is the group I wanted to connect, -b, -m, apt, -a, arbitrary value, name of the package I wanted to install, name is equal to git, and state is equal to present. right? What is the meaning of this entire command? Using Ansible ad hoc command, first we are defining what are the missions or group of missions you wanted to connect. And while connecting, if it is required, you become a pseudo user. After connection, for installation, you make use of a module known as APT module. And using APT package manager or using APT module, what is the package you need to install? Those details I'm defining here. Correct? So now, same thing, you're going to put it under a file. Now, playbook, as you already know, same thing, you're going to put it under a file. See, it is not going to be one task. You're going to, this is only one task, correct? You're going to put multiple tasks, 2 tasks, 3 tasks, 4 tasks, something like that. Some 4 to 5 Ansible commands you will group together and you'll keep it under a file. That is what you're going to do, but slight change, that's it. Even you can put one task. We'll start with one task first, then we'll move to 2 or 3, something like that. Okay. So now basics are basics first. So how to write a YAML file? That is the first thing. See, all of your YAML files, first it should begin, please understand the basics how to write this file. If you are adding one extra space here, it will not work. That's why please observe. Okay, your YAML file starts with 3 hyphen letters, 3 hyphen characters. Then just click on enter. It is the beginning of your file. 3 hyphens indicates it is the beginning of YAML file. It is always a best practice to use this hyphen symbols. Okay. So next is again one more hyphen that indicates it is a section. It is going to be a target section. Hyphen, then space. Space is mandatory. You might get little time, take some little time to understand this, but by after like 7 to 8 examples today, you will be thorough with this, how to write this. Fine. So now, what is the thing? First, your YAML file should start with 3 hyphen symbols, then one hyphen symbol that indicates it is going to be a section. Okay. Then comes your space. Then what are the missions you wanted to connect? Target section, right? Your target section consists of what are the missions you wanted to connect and how you wanted to connect, and what is the protocol you need to use while connecting to those missions. All these details will put together under target section. Correct? So now we'll start defining the target section. The first one is host. What do you mean by host? What are the missions you wanted to connect? Just like this. Now in Ansible ad hoc command, we wanted to connect to this group of missions, dev group of missions, right? But here also I wanted to connect to the same group, host colon. See, please remember host colon. Then you need to use one space. Then you need to provide the value. This is mandatory. After, if you just write like this, host colon dev, it will never work. It should be host colon then space dev. This is the mandatory syntax, or this is how you should write. Okay. Next, this is this. Now we defined what are the missions you wanted to connect. What are the different values? Now you can provide a single value here, that is as any single mission name, or a group of missions, or you can also provide what is the local mission you wanted to connect. And what do you mean by local here? It is the mission where your Ansible master is running. Okay. Or you can also provide it as all. That means whatever the machines available inside your inventory file under /etc Ansible, it will connect /etc Ansible host file. It will connect to all of those machines, right? Now I wanted to connect only to dev group. Done. Next, what is the next thing here? Next thing is B. -B is nothing but become a pseudo user. Correct? Now, wait. Screen has stopped being external display is connected. Guys, can you see this, sir? What is being noise? Somebody has this shared your screen or what? Okay, no worries. Fine. So now we have defined what is the machine you wanted to connect. Same, if you just replicate here, first thing is done. Now, what is the second thing? Second thing, I wanted to define whether I wanted to become a pseudo user or not, right? So just see, the second should come just below this. You cannot start here or here. Here you should not start. It should be correctly aligned with these lines. 1 second. Just a second. Wait. See, it should align with this line. Both must be in the same line. Okay, so that is the next one. Become the what is the value? Become colon space. Then by default, it is always be no. The values are either yes or no. And what is the default value? Default value is no is default. This is optional section. If you want, you can provide this section. If you don't want, you can skip this section. Okay. So next comes as next section is, and what is the connection? While connecting to your slave machines, what is the protocol you wanted to use? Whether I wanted to use SSH or WinRM, if it is a Windows machine. That also you can define here under this a keyword known as connection. Okay, so by default is SSH. If you are not providing this section, then it will automatically take SSH as its the default protocol. Done. So the next one is become user. What is this become user? See, we have a inventory file, correct? So here is my inventory file. Under this inventory file or host file, we have defined one user. We have defined what is the Ansible private key, what is the PEM key to use, what is the private IP to use, and while connecting to this machine, what is the user it should use. User is Ubuntu user, you remember, right? So this is the default user. And if you wanted to change this, if you're not providing any user while connection, it will pick its default user. If you are not providing, then it will pick the default value. If you wanted to provide some additional user, that is, I don't wanted to use this username while connecting to slave machine. I wanted to use or provide some other user. Okay, that you can do using a keyword known as become user. Become user, whatever the username you wanted to provide here. And this is also optional section. Okay, so now the last one is gather facts. What do you mean by gather facts? See, if this is my Ansible master machine, if this is my Ansible master machine, and these are my slave machines, once it connects to my slave machine, what is the first thing I told you? What is the first thing it will do? It will, while once it is connected to this slave machine, it will try to gather the facts related to this machine. That means, what is the existing state of this machine? What do you mean by existing state? Whatever the package is installed into this machine, what is the state of this machine? What are the files available? Everything, all the details related to this machine, it will collect. Correct? So that is what gather facts is. So that is where in ad hoc commands, this gather facts is by default yes. Once if you're using ad hoc commands, it will connect, it will by default, it will connect the, it will collect all these details. But here, while in writing playbook, the default value is no. Okay, this is the default value, but in ad hoc commands, default value is yes. If you want, you can just provide yes, then it will start collecting the values. But here default is no. Fine. So this is the another one. Gather facts, yes or no, and default is, what is this? Default is no. Okay. So and this one, it is used to change the username at runtime or execution time. This is the another thing. So if you exactly see here, this is equivalent of what you did here in the ad hoc command. Correct? It is almost 99%, it is equivalent of what you are doing in the ad hoc command. Right? Same here, we are mentioning inside a file. That's it. Correct? So, see, we have replicated till here now. What is the machine what is the machine or group of machines you wanted to connect? And do you want to become a sudo user? And by default, it is using some properties that you cannot see here. Correct? But here you can explicitly mention those details. What is the protocol I need to use while connecting to my slave machine? SSH or WinRM if it is a Windows machine. Now, do I need to use any other user? Do you want to define any new user apart from the user which is already existed in inventory file? That also I can define. Do I want to gather the facts or not while connected to that machine? That also you can define. Right? So this is what your first section is. That is a target section. What does this target section contains? What are the machines it has to connect? How it has to connect? What is the protocol it has to use? All those details, it is part of this target section. Clear, guys? Any doubts here about your target section?
Yeah, hello.
Yes,
In the
please.
become user, we have to mention the Ansible user. No, we have created that Ansible user, that one. No?
Which one you're talking about?
Become user.
Become user, yeah. Which
We have
Ansible
created
user?
Ansible user.
We have created Ansible user. Where we have created?
No, we have created earlier, yesterday. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we have created
You're
our
talking
own
about this
user.
one. One second. cd/etc/ansible. And we have. You're talking about this one, Ansible user.
Oh, this one.
You're talking about this one, correct?
Created our own user. User in the day. User add Ansible Ansi user.
No, we never created. User add, Ansi user. No, no, no. Never, I never created that user.
So whatever we mentioned here, that user ID user we have.
No, no, no. See, this is the default user. If you want, you can mention here. But if you wanted to override this value, whatever the username you mentioned here, right? I wanted to override this value and I wanted to provide new user while executing my file. At that time, you can come here and mention the new user. Switching from one username to another username. That's it. Instead of defining in your default inventory file. Simple. Okay. So that is the use of become user. Now, this is the first section. Now we have, before I go to the other section, I just wanted to tell you, see, we can have only one target section for one playbook. This is one thing. You can have only one target section for one playbook. Okay. And this target section is the parent section. Parent section of all other sections. Whatever the sections comes under, if it is my target section, this is the parent. This is kind of a parent. Child always comes under parent, correct? Same thing. So pair target section and all these sections, next sections, your task section. Next section is nothing but task section, variable section, something called as handler section. All these sections are child to this target block or target section. Okay, that is the second point you need to remember. Now let us see how to define. See, the point is, what you now you know what is target section, and you can have only one target section for one playbook, and it is a parent of all the it is a parent of all the other sections. That is the other point you need to remember. And all the sections are child to this parent block. Done. So now let us start writing a real playbook, simple playbooks now. So so it should start with 3 hyphens, then a parent section, space, what are the machines I wanted to connect? I wanted to connect to dev group, right? And then comes become. See, these are all the options, optional values. If you wanted to use, you can use. It's purely based on your choice. If you wanted to use, you can use. Otherwise, you can just leave it blank. Okay, this is based on the situation, right? So now I'll you can also provide a name to your playbook here. Name is equal to, first I wanted to create a file, or let us start with the install git. Okay, so installing packages. This is the name of the thing that I wanted to do. Then what are the machines I wanted to connect? Host colon, and these are the group of machines I wanted to connect. Done. So next is all our optional sections. Directly I'll come to other section known as task section. Okay, task section. Done. So now, based on whatever the details we define in target section, what your Ansible controller machine will do, your Ansible controller machine will connect to these machines, these slave machines. Now, once after connecting to the slave machines, what is the operation or what is the task it has to perform? All those details are defined under a section known as task section. Clear? Whatever I said, just to repeat, once after connecting to slave machines, what is the operations? What are the group of operations it has to perform? All those details are defined under a section known as task section. And it is a child section to It is a child section to your target section. Okay. So here it is a child section. That is the other point. Now, let us start writing our this one. Just under this, you just need to mention tasks colon, right? Tasks colon, just come down, and every other task. Now it should begin with a hyphen symbol, space, and name. Name colon, what is the name? Install git. And see, now I provided the name. Now you just need to pass what is the module you need to use. Same thing. What is the module I wanted to use? I need to use APT module, right? APT module. Using APT module, what are the thing I wanted to do? I wanted to install git and state is equal to present, right? Same thing. See, space, space, name is equal to git, state is equal to present. This is the another present. This is one simple playbook now. Now here I'm defining what are the missions I wanted to connect. Here I'm defining a task section. Task section is under your parent section, that is target section. And here every task, this is one task. Okay, this is one task, and you can also define multiple tasks just like this.
Sir, in the same line, we can define other task, or we need to define.
You are talking about same line in the sense?
Under tasks, you have given hyphen name install git, right?
Yes.
Yeah, from on that line we can define, or again we need to write other task.
I didn't get you, Jaypal. Can you?
Sir, sorry, sir. Hyphen name install git is there, right?
Yes, this one.
Yeah. After that, you can use space and you can write the any other
Here,
package
in
name.
the same line, huh? You mean to say here?
No, sir. On the top of the name, install git
Name can be
space.
anything. Oh, space. Space. Then.
Yeah. Space. Then any so like nginx.
Oh, no. It is a task one. See, it is only one task here.
Okay,
and if
sir.
you wanted to define a next task, you just define under that subtask.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, one task at a time.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
So now, so this is another task I am going to define. So let us limit ourselves for only one task. Then we'll see how to define, how to just like that. Okay. Just like that, you can define multiple tasks. So this is one playbook. Now, just copy paste the same thing. Hello. Hello. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm to normal user. Now cd/home. You can create this file anywhere in your system. It's not a problem. I'm just coming under Ubuntu. There are no files here. Correct. I'll start creating bi1.yaml. See, your file must end with this name can be anything. The file name can be anything. I'm calling file name as one dot. It should end with YML or it should end with YAML. Anything is fine, but the extension must be YAML or YML. Okay, now I'm calling it as YML. Enter. What are the copy pasted content here? Done. So now just save this. Okay, so
do
now
we need to end the file with triple dots?
No, it's not required.
Okay.
Yeah. That I'll show you. We have some complex YAML files that we are going to write. At that time, instead of writing multiple files, you can start including multiple files in single file. That we can do. Okay, but now we'll start with the basics first. So now, how you can execute this file? So just like your Terraform plan and apply, we can execute this using Ansible -playbook. Ansible -playbook and your playbook name. What is my playbook name? 1.yaml. This is how you can execute. And before executing, I wanted to check whether everything is correct in my YAML file. Whether whether we have any syntactical errors, any errors in my file. I wanted to do it. Just like a dry run, right? If you can just mention -check. This is kind of a dry run. It shows you if there are any syntactical errors, just like Terraform validate we use, right? Just like that. Okay, so enter. See, there are no errors here. Okay, so now if I'll do intentionally, I wanted to do one error here. If I just what I will do, I'll remove this space, insert. I'll remove this space. Just wanted to show you what happens if you're not using correct space. Okay, so see, check, see, it is clearly showing you here is the error, correct? If you're not using a correct syntax while creating this file, okay, it gives you an error, vi1.yaml. See, for after each and every word, :space. Then here where we define here name space. Okay, subsection. And this practice, whatever we do here now, this giving space in each and every column and aligning with the one section with other section. This practice we call it as a indentation. Indentation. What does mean by indentation? Indentation is nothing but a space. Aligning your block with another block. That's it. Indentation is a concept which is used in Python. Okay, so in Python, indentation is the one concept. So just because your Ansible is built using Python, it is making use of this concept. Okay, so that we should follow. But whether are you going to write any code in Python? No, we are not writing any code in Python. We are writing a code in or script in YAML language. But you should follow the indentation. That is the concept here. Okay, see, first time or second time you will make some mistakes, then you will start writing these things. Okay, so now everything is done. Again, let me execute a check. So it is perfectly fine. Now, if I wanted to execute this, just remove this check from here. That's it. And execute. Ansible -playbook 1.yaml, and it is done. Okay, see here changed is equal to 0. That means nothing has happened because it might have already consists of your Git package into those machines. Now what I'll do, I'll just come back here, vi1.yaml. I'll just change this as state is equal to absent. Okay. Ansible playbook 1.yaml. See, wait. Did we mention become is missing here, correct? Become : yes, right? See, it is installing it. It is changed now, right? That means it has successfully uninstalled your what is that Git package from this slave machines, right? See, This is where where is this? You should clearly know the Terraform architecture. Why I'm explaining that again and again? If this is my slave machine, sorry, this is my master machine, this is my slave machines, correct? Now, using a target section, it will connect to those machines. Once it is connected, what it will do something called as gather facts. It will compare, it will collect all the details about this existing system. Once it is connected, it will compare that existing information with our desired state. This is my desired state, whatever I want in my file, YAML file, and here is my gathered facts. It will compare with this. If there are any changes, if there are no changes, then it will do nothing. If there are any changes, if there is any difference between these two things, then it will go and install or do that operation. Once the operation is done, then it will do something called as change the node state. That is what it is doing here. Correct? See, if you see, changed is equal to 1. It is changing a node state. That is what it is doing. Fine. So this is the one simple YAML playbook that we have written. So let us start writing some other YAML files. So I want you to be very clear here. Now, what is the YAML file I wanted to write? This is the package installation. Now the second one. Now three hyphen symbols, and again hyphen space name. What is the name of this? I wanted to creation of the file. Okay, grammar might be wrong, I don't know. Then host, what are the machines you wanted to connect? I wanted to connect to dev group. And do you want to become a pseudo user? Now I wanted to create a file. Is it necessary to become a pseudo user? It's not required, correct? So that is why I'm not using a become here. Now, what is the task section? Tasks, colon, then comes your hyphen, right? Tasks, and I can use, see, you can use any number of spaces here, but it should be under your task section. That is the thing. It should come under task section. Here, I'm using this space. Here, I can use extra additional space, anything, but it should come under task section. That is the thing here. Okay, just align with the tasks. That is the best practice. One tab or three spaces, anything. Okay, so now what is the thing I wanted to name? Do name, create a file, new file, and what is the module I wanted to use? What is the module we need to use, sir, for creating a file? Sir, are you there? Are you guys there?
And
You guys are there now. I thought you were all sleeping. See, it is exactly similar, no? Ansible. What is the group I wanted to connect? Dev group, hyphen B, hyphen M. And what is the module I wanted to create? File. File is the module which is used to create a files and directories. You remember? Then hyphen A. Then comes your, what is the path where is the path you wanted to create? Path is equal to /home /ubuntu what is the file name? Correct? So I'll call it as abc dot abc. I think it already exists. Yesterday we created, no? Now I'll call it as xyz dot txt. Correct? So name is equal, state is equal to touch. File I wanted to create. This is what we are doing using Ansible ad hoc command yesterday. Same thing. Host I have defined. What is the task I wanted to perform? I wanted to create a file. And now what is the what is the module I should use? I should use file module. File colon and same name is equal to where what is sorry not name path, correct? Path is equal to where it should create. I wanted to create same path /home /ubuntu. Under this I wanted to create xyz.txt. And what is the state? State is equal to touch. Same thing, sir. Whatever you are doing here, I'm putting this all this content into a file. It is equivalent of writing your ad hoc command with some changes. That's it. Okay. So, sir, somebody has written something in chat, but I cannot able to see this. What is that? It's completely blank here for me. Okay, so this is the another file, creation of a file. Control C, come back. I'll vi 2.txt, sorry, 2.yaml, right? Insert. Done. Terraform, sorry, Terraform, why Terraform? 2.yaml. First, you should check whether it is working fine or not. Everything is good, right? So now, see, everything is good. Now, Ansible, Playbook, just remove this and done. Now, it has start creating a file. So now, if I wanted to see or confirm whether the file is created or not into that my remote machines, how can I confirm, sir? Now again, I should go back to my mission. Where is that mission? I should come back to this missions. I should connect to this mission. All these things I wanted to manually connect, then go to that everything, every path, right? So instead of that, we, as you already know, we have a Ansible ad hoc commands. Ansible, what is the group? Dev group. And what is the you want to become a sudo and -m. What is the module I wanted to use? I wanted to use command module. And what is -a, and I wanted to execute ls command under /home/ubuntu. Correct? So just execute this. So it will connect to those missions and it will show you whether the file is created or not. See, we have created xyz.txt, xyz.txt in both the missions. Correct? So it has successfully created. Right? So this is how you can check instead of manually connecting to those machines. This is the second file, second playbook example. Now let us do the third example. So what is the third example? Copying a file, copy file from Ansible master machine to slave machines. Okay, this is the other thing. Now, what is the repeated thing? It should start with 3 colons, again one colon, space, and name, copy file, something, any name, and host, space, colon, what is the host you wanted to connect? I wanted to connect it to dev. Then, do you want it to become a sudo user? If you required, you can do it. Otherwise, it's not required. Correct? Now tell me what is the next thing, next step I wanted to do, I should do?
Tasks.
Yes, task section. Okay, colon, space, next, hyphen, space, what is the task name? Copy file from copy file. That's it. Okay, now next one is, what is the module you should be using? You should be using copy module. And what is the source from where you should copy this? See, it is equivalent of writing your ad hoc command Ansible. This is the dev group I wanted to connect. -b -m. Then what is the module? Copy module. And -a. What is the source? src source. And you should provide the path here. /home/ubuntu and / what is the file name? I'll call it as 456.txt. This is the path from your Ansible master machine. And where you wanted to place this under your slave machines, /home/ubuntu. Under this path, I wanted to place this. Same thing I wanted to do here. Same. Source is equal to same thing. Source is equal to, this is the path I wanted to place 45.txt. And what is the destination? Under home Ubuntu. Control C and Control V. Correct? So now let us execute this. Control C, vi3.txt, insert. Why the color has not changed? Oh, it is I created. Okay. I just named it as txt. Okay. vi3.yaml. Okay. So now let's change. Right. So now Ansible -playbook 3.yml and -check. Okay, see, there is an error. What is this error? Let us see. Exception occurred as you to see the traceback exit. Okay, could not find or access. See, can you able to see? Could not find or access this file. That means this file doesn't exist under your master machine. If you just execute /ls/home/ubuntu, we are under current folder. Na? File, do you have a file known as 45.txt here? No. So let's create that file. Touch 456.txt. This is the file name. I'm just creating it. Now execute the same file. Where is this? Ansible playbook 3.yaml. Check. Okay. So now see, everything is fine. Just go back and execute. Right. So now it has successfully changed its state. That means it has successfully copied a file from my master machine to the slave machines. Right. How to check this? Again, same thing. We have executed one command. Na? Ansible dev ls home/ubuntu. If you just execute, if that file exists here, yes, see 45.txt, 456.txt. It is existing under both the machines. Right? So this is the third playbook. Right? What is the next one? Next one, from now on, you should answer. See, this is, I am not just doing this for a fun. I want you to be like, you should know how to write this. It will come to you only when you are proficient in it. Where to use space, where you should not be using space, how to organize the content, everything. Right? See, now, let's see. Let us go back to this path. Sorry, ls -l. I am just executing ls-l into this path. See, now we have a file known as xyz.txt. Correct? Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to change the root username here and who was the user, root user, and the file permissions of this file. Okay, I hope you understood what I'm trying to say here. We have a file known as xyz.txt. I wanted to change who's the group user, change from Ubuntu to root, and again Ubuntu to who's the group user, and the file permissions. File permissions, you remember, read, write, execute, 421 or 421. Then we used to write 640, 600, 777. You remember those things, correct? File permissions in Linux. So that is what I wanted to change the permission of this file using YAML playbook. That is what I wanted to do now, right? So now again, just come back. Just begin with I3 hyphen, then host in the sense dev. Just a second. Host dev. Then is your task section, task colon, then hyphen name. Name is you can provide set file permission. Here also you can provide name. Here also you can provide name. It's your choice. Name. Then what is the module I need to use? Again, the file module. File. Then what is the path where this file exists? Path is equal to /home /ubuntu /abc.txt. Correct? abc.txt. No? Let me just confirm. xyz.txt. Sorry. xyz.txt. And to this one, what I wanted to do, I wanted to set a owner. Owner is equal to root, then group is equal to root. And what is the mode of this file? Mode is 600. Mode is equal to 6 under a single quote. You should mention. You cannot directly mention 644 or something like that. It should start with 0. Then you can mention the name under a single quote. Mention the file permission. That means, what do you mean by 6? I hope you have forgotten this. See,
Read, write,
read, write, and execute. Read value is 4, write value is 2, and execute value is 1. Right? So now we have 3 types of users. One is owner, group, and other users. Here, see, these first 3 characters. These 3 characters are for owner. These 3 characters are for group. These 3 characters are for other users. Right? Now, what is the permission for owner? If I just write 6 here, what happens? The owner have the permission of 4 plus 2 is 6. Read and write permission. This is the one. If I just write 4, what is the group permission we have? 4 in the sense only read operation. And again 4 in the sense, again the other user will have only read permission. Now if I just write 777, what is this? What is the meaning of 777? Sir, anyone?
All permission.
for all.
Yes, see, that means this owner will have read, write, and execute. 4 plus 2 plus 1 here. Read, write, execute. 4 plus 2 plus 1 in the sense he has all the permissions. Correct? Again, all the things. So this is what a permission is. So now let us go back and execute the same file here. Control C. vi 4.yaml. right? Hyphen Ansible hyphen playbook 4.yaml, right? So now let us see. See, it is telling you something, operation not permitted. Why? This is kind of operations that we are doing with permissions. So you should switch it to sudo user. vi 4.yaml. Then here insert become yes. Okay, done. See, now it has done. Now let us again go back to the same path and see whether the file permission has changed or not. See, can you able to see this now? Earlier xyz.txt file was under Ubuntu user, but now it is under root user with a 644 permission. That is read, write, read and read permission for other users. This is how you can change the file permissions using Ansible. Clear? So this is the another playbook. Okay. Now, what is the next one? Sir, are you feeling comfortable now? How to write this? All of you? Hmm?
Sir, to delete a file, I mean,
Mhm.
if you have created one file,
State is equal to absent.
state is equals to delete or
Absent,
RM.
absent.
Okay.
That means now let's say I'm creating this. Here we have a file, correct? This is what you were talking about.
Yes, sir.
XYZ is there.
Yes.
You just, what is the command you will execute in Linux for removing this file?
RM.
RM you will execute same command you need to execute here. Let us delete that also. Ansible hyphen, what is the group? Dev group hyphen yum. What is the uh, module? That is command module I wanted to use. Arbitrary values. Then command. What is the command you wanted to execute? Remove where /home slash what is that? Ubuntu and slash what is the file name? xyz.txt. Na? I cannot see this here. xyz.txt. Correct? See? Why? Why it is not executing? Why it is taking time? Okay, just let me log out, exit. And sudo su command. Why it is not executing here? I don't know. Remove, I cannot. Just change the option here. Even if there is some error, should show some. I might think this is an error with your server. I'm connected to internet. Yes, it is connected. Okay. Sir, just execute this, you will come to. Okay. So it's not a big problem here. You can, just like your ls, you can just replace a command and it will work. Fine. So what is the next playbook that we are going to write? Oh my God. Okay. So what is the next playbook? So next is I wanted to like restart the service or install the Apache into these machines. First, let us install that into our machines. What is the Ansible file or Ansible playbook? 3 hyphen, again hyphen, space, host. It's always a best practice to mention, start with the name, install a package into slave machines, right? Then comes your host. Under host, what are the details? Or this time I'll call it as all, right? Do you want to become sudo user? Yes, I wanted to become sudo user. And what are the tasks? Tasks now hyphen name. Name is install space install Apache 2. Then what is the package? We need to use apt. Under apt, what is the name of that package? Name is equal to git. Then state is equal to present. This is not required space here. Name is equal to git. State is equal to present. Right? This is the package or playbook that I need to create. Control C.
So Apache 2, sorry, package.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Apache 2. Right? So thanks for that. Control C. Come back. vi 5.yaml. Just paste this. Done. Ansible playbook. i5.yaml. Done. See, it has not changed its state. Why? This is because the Apache 2 already exists in the your inside your slave machine. So now let us go and uninstall that Apache package. So just uninstalling, just call it as absent, right? Save. See now, it is going to uninstall Apache 2 package from that machine, right? See, it has successfully uninstalled that. Correct? So this is the another one. Next, I wanted to create a user. Okay, so can you like spend 10 to 15 minutes extra today? Is it possible? I think I have like few more like 4 to 5 Ansible playbooks that I need to cover today. If you are okay, I'll cover. Otherwise, okay. Anyway, I'll upload this. If you have any work, you can drop off. You can watch it at a later point of time. No, it's not an issue. Okay. So now what I wanted to do, I wanted to update all the packages in my what is that? Sudo apt update we run in our systems, right? That operation I wanted to do using my Ansible. Okay. So what is that? That is vi 6.yaml, or I'll write it here first. I think it's good that I can share this afterward with you. Okay. So hyphen, again hyphen, that's the name, update package, host, space, then what is the machines you wanted to connect? Dev, they want to become yes, because we are updating packages, right? Sudo apt update, that is the command we used to run. Tasks, what is the task? Hyphen, name, update the packages. Then what is the file module you need to use? apt, and now what I need to do, sir? Do I need to update only one certain package or one particular package? No, I wanted to update all the packages. So name is equal to star. Star in the sense all, everything inside your Play Store or inside your package manager. And state is equal to present. Done. So this is it. State is equal to not present, sorry, latest. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I missed it. State is equal to latest. Control C, come back. vi6.yaml. .yaml, right? Now it has updated. So it will not change the state now. This is because it is not changing anything there. It is just updating it, right? So this is done. Okay. So this is the another one. Now I want you to give some assignment here. Now write a playbook. Write a playbook to install or to download a file from the internet. This is the one playbook I want you to write. Okay. So the next one is write a playbook. Write a playbook to execute a Linux command into your clay machines. This is the another file or another playbook you should be writing. Okay. So these are the two assignments from my end for today. Clear? So apart from that, let us start writing or including multiple tasks. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to write, see, okay, 1 second. Hyphen name installing packages. This is the my host. What is the host? Dev. And do you want to become a sudo user? Become yes. Then tasks. What is the task I wanted to perform? Task is the first task. First task is install git. Install git. And what is the package? apt. And what is the name of that package? Name of the package is git. State is equal to, sorry, name is equal to git. State is equal to present. Right. Next, what is the second task? I wanted to write the second task. See, it should align with the first task here. Here, it should align with the first task. Wherever you're starting the first task, same line. And you can start writing the same thing here. Name is installing Apache 2 and apt name name is equal to Apache 2, state is equal to present. Yeah, yes, okay. So these are the two tasks. Now what we have done, we have shifted from writing one task to multiple tasks in a single playbook, right? So this is it. Name, correct? Okay. Control C. Just come back. vi11.yaml. See, for one task I use 1, 2, 3, 4. For double task I use 1, 1. For triple tasks I usually use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, just like that. Triple numbers, 3 tasks, 3 numbers. What is that? Done. Save. Ansible -playbook 11.yaml -check. See, there is an error somewhere. Host name installing packages vi 11.11.11.yaml. Where is the error here? See here, name install, right? So done. Check. See, again there is an error. Host name installing packages, where we are able to read either these YAML. These are read. Expecting value line on syntax mapping values or not. This syntax mapping values are not. Where is error? vi11.txt host correct. Okay. Okay. Name. Yeah, name installing packages. This why this. Done. Check. See, now it is executing. Right. See, installing packages. It is checking. Okay. Two are going to change. Now again, I'll just execute this. So see, it has started installing Apache 2. See, now if you look at this, so I won't take like more than 5 minutes. I know all are waiting. See, you should understand this flow here. What is happening? See, first it is executing, it is taking the name of what is the playbook, that is installing packages. Then it has connected to your targeted machines using using whatever the information that you are provided in inventory file, using private IP address, what is the PEM key to use, all those details. Once it is connected, it is gathering the facts, right? Once it is done, it does start executing one task at a time. This you should understand, right? That is, see, 1 second. See, please remember, at any time, Ansible cannot perform two tasks at a time. First, it will pick one task and it will connect it to one machine and it will execute. That means if this is my playbook, here we have two tasks, first task and second task. At any point of time, what it will do, it can perform only one task at a time. It will pick the first task, it will connect to the slave machine, it will execute. Once this is done, it will connect to the second machine, it will perform the same task, and this is done. Once the first task is completed, then it will come to second task. Again, same thing. Again, it will pick a task, it will connect to one machine at a time, and it will execute that task. Once that is done, again it will come to a second machine, it will connect to that machine, again that will execute the task. That is, please remember, at any time, Ansible cannot perform two tasks at a time. It can perform only one task at a time, right? This is the default behavior of your Ansible. Fine. Can we change this default behavior? Yes, we can change. How? We'll see in the upcoming classes. Right? So now this is see, if you see here, it has picked the first task. First task it is picking, disconnecting to one machine at a time. Once the task is done, disconnecting to another machine. Once the entire first task is completed, then it is moving to second task. In second task, it is picking the second task, then it is connecting to one machine. Once this task is done, then it is moving to next machine. Okay, I hope you understood the flow here. how it will connect, how it will execute. This is because whenever you are learning any tool or technology, you should understand at a machine level how it will execute. So based on that, it is very easy for you to understand the flow of execution, how it will work, how it will not work, all these things, right? So that is why I'm telling you this. This is how it will work. Fine. See, if you know this, then the upcoming classes are going to be very easy, very simple. Everything is very easy, sir. Ansible. If you feel like Ansible is difficult, no, it's very easy. Fine. So just go back today and practice whatever the things we discussed, and we'll continue in the next class. Fine. So that's it for today. And I don't know whether do we have a class or not tomorrow. I'll let you know in the group. Okay, I don't miss this week for informing you. I'll let you know in the group by email. Okay, as tomorrow is Saturday, I don't know. We'll see that. Okay, and this video will be uploaded after some time to your YouTube. You can watch that. Fine. So that's it for today. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello.
Yes, please. Manoj.
Sir, it is compulsory to run instance nodes also.
Otherwise, ಈಗ ನೀನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ?
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಿಷಿನ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಅದು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಗೂ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. All in the sense everything, including master and slave machine. Okay. Okay then. See you guys tomorrow or Monday. I don't know. Bye.